There you go. It's right
There
now.
we go. I'm back to being Jim. This is Cú.
Yes.
Welcome to everybody. We have Surf and Turf versus Diamantia. Two of kind of the upper bracket teams of this competition so far.
Currently, yeah. Diamantia pretty much had a pretty good stretch going through the games. I haven't seen them.
Look, their only real loss is to Empire in their pools match.
Was it Empire?
No, they came out first in
they
their pools match. My apologies.
No, Riptide, yeah. Riptide
Yeah.
did beat them within the first pool.
Yes.
But that game went to game 5, I believe.
Yeah, so
didn't
that
it?
went really close to game 5. Such with your game with Riptide was also quite close to game 5.
Yes, it was. Yeah,
They're
we
having
just
some
played
good
against them.
Yes.
I got to game 5, but unfortunately
Oh,
lost.
look at them. They're having a great time on camera.
Of course they are. Who doesn't?
Yes, who doesn't have a good time being filmed on this? Anyway, we're looking to start shortly. We're just waiting for the players to ready up. It is Reef Rainmaker, a very interesting map for Rainmaker because you can hold the bridge and just have almost full map control from that point. Even if the Rainmaker is behind you or getting pushed up, just contesting bridge is such a unique point it's such a unique point of the map.
It definitely is. If you don't have control of the bridge, it's really hard to try and make a push or any sort of dominance within the game itself. It's very difficult. Yes, you can get that underpass, but anyone on top of you will just notice that and take you out instantly.
And even if you are to make it through to your left into, what do you call it, into sneaking into car, up through that little ramp, even then, they're so noticeable because of how Ink works in the game. You can just get spotted out almost immediately.
Definitely.
So bridge control and pushing up through mid with a Stingray or a Rain follow-up is really, really good. Oh, all right, here we go. We're getting into match 1. Let's go.
Let's see what we got.
We shuffle up and get sit up straight. We're all good to go. All right, here we go. Let's get into it. Game 1, Surf and Turf versus Diamantia, loses round 2. All right, we have on. Okay, we have my bad mistake. Double sploosh.
Is there an actual double sploosh?
It is a double sploosh.
There is a double sploosh,
it's double
Booyah,
sploosh
and then the Dynamo. That's a very interesting
What
comp.
is this comp?
I've seen them actually pull this out before, and it's actually worked well for them. But it's very interesting to see on a Rainmaker map.
I mean, not even particularly running Object Shredder from when I had a quick look at it. But
yeah.
All right, Dynamo's coming up.
Diamantia seems to be pushing up that left side there, trying to take early advantage.
Yes.
They're just pushing around. Takes out Strange Shadow, was that? Strange Shadow.
Dynamo
takes out Kit as well. Can he get the third? He cannot. He gets taken out by a bomb, and unfortunately that push is then stopped.
Oh, Sploosh is jumping back in though. Sorry, jumping out of that comp.
Yeah.
We are seeing.
He's getting actually pushed there. Spaceman actually does get that.
Solid.
Yeah, he keeps it right in that shot.
Oh, they're going for another push straight through car again. Ignoring the... Oh, died straight onto a bomb from a bomb rush from Ghost. Bomb
Ghost. So that will be shut down once again.
2 down. Both the Splooshes are dead once again. Down once again. Now we have them on the respawn. Dynamo and... Booyah just missed.
Unfortunately, that was not able to get anyone. And it looks like Diamantia's got 2 down now. And they can try and make a push out of this, but here comes Spaceman, takes out 2, and then the team is basically wiped.
Yep, once again.
It's only a rapid up, so they could try and push up again and take the advantage.
All right,
Spaceman will try and take that push, smashes down. Unfortunately, he does not get anyone.
They have both the one of the unequal ramps. He's going straight for it. He's gone around.
Is he going to get
at 14. He's going for a dunk.
And he gets the dunk.
Excellent
straight away.
Work.
KO, first game.
Yes, avoiding the unequal ramp, going around left because they knew they had paint. Had the sploosh and I believe the forge go up the unequal to distract, and he just made that work by avoiding every shot he could get.
Yeah,
and came out.
It was really good teamwork there. They purposely went to distract Surf and Turf so that the Rainmaker could push up that left side while they were not looking.
Agree. I'm just amazed that a double sploosh comp works in a meta of this kind. Yes. Then what do you? Yes. Oh, he's starting us.
Oh,
we're getting chocolates. Excellent. All right, we're going into game 2, which is Splatoon and Maria.
Now this will be an interesting game because there's only I find it very interesting with the 2 zones.
Yes, it's split zone.
Yeah, it can be very
in the
interesting. Especially what can be pulled out on this map because it's not like any other. I think Splat Zone. It's
there are multiple Splat Zones maps with 2 zones, but not
especially with a post right in the middle of both of them.
With Bird's Nest right in the middle. It's quite a unique situation because you also have both the side plat.
Definitely,
they're all great hiding points, and even if there's even on like this map, the jump on the right side of bunker is still very useful for very good flanks to get into back of street.
It is,
it's like,
yeah.
There's a lot of good things about this map. Plus, you can also fall off of it.
Oh, yes. I've done that multiple
many
times, especially going up that right side where you can get that flank. It's definitely good if you get that flank and no one notices you.
Yes.
You can get picks and take zone at the same time.
Actually, earlier yesterday, I noticed quite a predicament where a person was about to go across the jump and they popped their booyah bomb right over the
gap. Would that have been my team by any chance? By a particular person named Cookie.
Yes. But yes, it was quite interesting. He still managed to get the booyah over the wall into a relatively good spot. But I believe you won that match, I believe?
Yeah, I believe we did end up getting that. I don't think it was a knockout. No.
It would have been a close one at that point.
It would have been a very close map nonetheless.
But yes, many people have messed up that jump and pop specials in between the getting there and landing, such as Inkjet's ballers. Oh, okay, we're starting.
And here we go.
There we go. Diamantia up 1 on the green side. We have
a Blob Blubber, Julie's brush, and what was the other weapon? I did not catch that.
Nope.
All right, let's see.
Oh, Junior.
Junior. Yeah, and then on the other side we got Blaster, the new 52 gal.
Yeah. Kensa.
Kensa. Yes, it is.
Kensa 52 gal. Yep, we're going fine. All right, so we're getting for immediate cap onto each other's zones, which is your initial right coming from the street. Both are capped immediately. Blaster is holding this. Have you also noticed that neither of them are running heavy splatlings?
No, so they're very interesting. Usually I see quite a lot of heavies on here, or possibly some form of a splatling on this. Like maybe it'd be Nautilus or a ballpoint even.
Agreed. And also, since the zones are quite small, a baller can immediately pop it just by exploding in the middle of them.
Yeah, it can.
As you can also see here, Exo throwing bombs at that left zone.
Yeah, he's just holding that position, trying to get anything he can and just push the team back.
And also be a potent jump spot for his team.
Yeah, they take the zone. And
he gets pushed in by the brush thing. He's also 2 in zone. That's
a wipe
that
completely.
That is a wipe from Surfin, from Diamantia, sorry. It's weird because like Surfer's green and they're on the blue ink. Is
that correct?
Yes.
Yes, it is. That is really confusing.
Yeah, it's a little confusing. As you can see, also if you look in a little mini map in the corner, all of Diamantia is about to push through into their right plat. Bob holding.
That blob is just going to hold there though. And hold that zone and push away anyone. Oh, here comes a Booyah though, coming in from the Diamantia side.
He's going to lob him.
He's just waiting.
He's waiting for it. He's waiting for it. He's getting really hammered with him. You get a lot of armor from holding your Booyah up there.
He got pressured though into actually using it though. So,
Bob's down. Forge is coming in from their left. Getting an initial cap, but he's contesting it.
Cap now because there's no one there to actually stop them.
Well, Brush
is got Booyah again. Will he use it?
Yes, he will actually. But there is Inkjet and Blob back on bunker.
And he chucks it onto the other zone. And while they're trying to cap the
here we go. And they got the cap, but the Inkjet's down. He's coming back from above him. All right, here we go.
So close.
There's 3 of them right there. Can they get the recap? Looks like he's coming back in. Oh, a solid kill and avoiding the Booyah. Okay, both of
it just seems that Diamantia just can't get set up. They keep getting picked off every time,
especially if
they try to make a push.
Yeah, agreed. Both of them. Dice to rain. That's
it's
what
only
we're looking for the end.
There,
but Diamantia, Surfin is coming in to back. Here we go. The jump's coming in.
They're all jumping in. Can they actually take it now? This might be the push they need.
Yes, if they get all 3 members in.
They have the Booyah.
Booyah's coming in, potentially. Yes, they got the recap.
Nice. Luckily they were able to get that within only 10. They're very close.
Solid. Okay, Spaceman keeps on running back. Too much damage. Where 3 are on street. Okay,
Spaceman picking off.
Fresh pick on JRJ.
Can he get a
the blob?
one?
Oh, here we go. He's been pincered by both.
Unfortunately, he didn't yet.
He's fortunate that's not going to kill.
Yeah.
As they come back in for the last minute and 50 seconds.
Just playing the patience game currently. Just waiting until they find the perfect moment to actually take this back.
Yes. Does take out Spaceman. Okay, here we go.
Spaceman did try to get that.
That's
didn't work out for him.
So, good wipe from my bad Surfin. Okay. Looks like they're pushing into streets and into their potential spawn.
They'll have to hold this for a while if they want to try and get their KO back.
Agreed. Okay, one's pushing from left. Another Booyah is coming out.
That will be tricked onto the zone.
And as he pushes down to the zone, he comes out. Rush. They did get a recap for a half a second there, but Surfin was able to rehold. Okay, Blast is coming back from the right of flat. Rain comes in. He's still getting pressured out by Bob. And the blob.
That blob does get taken out.
Some good pressure, but Spaceman is on zone now, and he is pretty... he does get the cap immediately. Now we have both the Dualies and the Forge Pro going for the contest. They have time. If they are able to hold this for the rest of 56 seconds, they will have a pretty nice overtime.
They just need to set up a quite strong defense and just stop any pushes that may come in.
Blob is really contesting that bunker and bumping back down. Very good defense from him, but the Junior does come in with a torpedo. They're out of. They no longer have any penalty remaining. Alright, here we go. Everybody's alive.
The only counter they have against them is that Booyah, but they get taken out. So unfortunately, they don't have no specials to actually push them back. And it looks like they Surfin Turf will take the zones back now.
Great, yes. All right, here we go. He's pushing that bunker with his torpedo. All right, here we go. Okay, they got a recap. That's looking for them. But it's going to be really hard for Diamantia to get back in on this one. But
if they don't cap it now, they won't be able to come back.
Agreed,
they chuck the Booyah, try and stall it if they can, but unfortunately it just doesn't get the zone time.
All right, we are back to 1-1. I'm pretty sure. That was really confusing because the green and blue were like swapped over for these people.
Yeah,
it was a little confusing.
I got confused a few times there as to who was on what team. Thanks for that.
I just ended up picking up on the names and who they were, so it was like it ended up working out for us somewhat, you know. All right, here we go. We're going into game 3.
What is game 3 now?
Yes, I'm pretty sure it is a CD map from memory because we just played our pools for round 1 pools.
Yeah.
All right, yes. So my bad. It's tower control on Mechamart. Interesting, because like you have so much control over the mid, and like getting through the initial second point is really difficult if the other team is running a Splatling or a very fast killer, such as a Blaster as well. So it's going to be interesting to see what both teams pull out, since we can see no Splatlings, no backlines.
I could also see maybe possibly a Jet Sculpture could be coming out.
Very true.
I would expect that, seeing as that has the range, and as well it's great with that Stingray to be able to just push anyone off that tower or help push the tower forward in a way.
Yes. And as we can see from our like comp lineups, both the lineups from both teams, not any form of major range. Lobster sticking with this tried and trusted Bobbler. How's that pronounced?
Flux.
Flux, sticking with his tried and true Kent's Splatshot Pro. As we can see, both Spaceman and XHO, Blade, what a name, both switching off the Sploosh, which is good to see. And
I'd really love to see Fat Dog come back with that Dynamo, though. That Dynamo could be really good on this map.
That Dynamo really well, and especially if he pulls out the Stingray variant on it.
Yeah,
maybe.
It'd be interesting to see if they do, but armor would be still very useful if you're holding that tower.
Yes, very much so agreed.
Or even a Booyah could be decent on
that.
A
Booyah is a very solid way to get past initial like choke points.
Definitely.
On the map, especially on this one when you're getting past the second point.
That second point is so crucial. If you're able to get past that, it's very hard for the other team to be able to pull back. But if you're able to hold that and stop the other team from going anywhere near it, then you can basically just take the game for yourself.
Agreed, yes. All right, we are coming back into game 3 now. No longer blue and green, we're now on to green and purple.
But the green is still on Diamantia.
No, the blue, yeah, exactly. All right, here we go. We're coming in with a Kensa Undercover Umbrella, Splat Dualies base, Blobber again from Lobster, Rush from RJ. Then we're having...
And that Dynamo does come back out.
Like
I actually did call there. It would be very useful, and it'd be interesting to see how they approach it.
But now Diamantia is down 2 members, and they're both coming back from the respawn.
Yeah.
But they haven't, sorry. Love Turf is down 2 members. My bad.
Oh, God. Stream.
Steam. All right, we're back. Oh, my bad. Okay, so we are on that second point we are just talking about, and they are getting past it with not too much of a hassle. We have a rain following up with a bomb rush.
Here they
have a auto bomb walk up pop.
They approach the second checkpoint now. Let's see if they are able to get past it, or if Surfin Turf is able to stop them here. And it looks like no, they're actually going to go straight through it and try and get through that third checkpoint. If they're able to, it'll be straight
Alright,
win.
here we go. The Brella's coming up. Now we have... Ooh, here we go. This is the final push.
Here it is.
Oh, it's on 1!
Stops
here we go. They
one.
stop it on 1.
And
but
they've all been taken out, I believe. It's just Spaceman actually there.
Yep. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Come back. Hit's coming back. And a cap. That was one crazy.
That was very quick, wasn't it?
Like, they just kept wiping them. Sorry. Diamantia kept... oh, my God.
Yes?
Sorry. Yes. I'm trying to remember names. Surfin Turf just keep getting pressured out by Diamantia very effectively. because like they pushed a rain onto second protect point, and they were down 2 players at the time. So now we're coming to Clan Blitz 2-1 to Diamantia on Ink Academy. This is going to be very interesting because both of these teams are playing such close range comps.
They do very like the close range comps, so it's be interesting to see if anyone does decide to go a little bit more range on this, because it can be useful if you say if you have a heavy just sitting in mid and chucking bubbles in when you need to.
That's great. And also, since we do have the small cut that goes straight into the basket, it's a risk because it is ununkable stairs. But like getting up there, jumping and throwing bubbles underneath thing is a great jump point and very good defensive-ness.
Oh, definitely.
And yes.
And especially a bowler would be very useful in this map if you're either able to even sneak up that left side or just go straight into their base, pop the ball, wait for another jump, and then get a power in.
Definitely great. Something else.
Something else is going off in the background. I believe that is most likely Smash.
Well, you know, Smash players, they are quite loud and very happy to be.
Are we not ourselves?
We are quite loud ourselves, but we are a bit more professional.
That's what we are. We've got etiquette that we stick to.
Etiquette. Actually, if we also look here, if Hot Dog did bring the Dynamo back, SRJ, Strange RJ has played Brush the last 2 times, with very different results. He's going from a midliner like blaster into a brush, which is a very interesting for role flex, because if you look at Kit, he is playing straight dualies, which is like a good mindset to have, because dualies is a challenging weapon as it is. But like from him, I've seen Kit play like survive the most craziest things from like
some of the things that Kit seems to just get out of is just like I couldn't even.
You just couldn't like fathom like the move you had to take to get around it.
Like I don't even know how to even think about getting out of situations.
We have some good news. Diamantia is on Blue Ink.
Finally, thank you.
Excellent work. But they are bringing back out the Sploosh with an Explosion, which is a very interesting, because that is the Bowler Explosion. That is
that Explosion will be very useful.
Yes,
especially when making that push.
Yes, especially this is the most range we've seen from both of these teams outside of the initial blah blah blah. All right, here we go. Kit goes down immediately. Sploosh has a splash down, and like the Lobster is just contesting left stack.
Yeah, just putting pressure onto that. And now that they've got a power there, they might try to take over the mid control. See if they can make any sort of push out of this. Oh, actually try to go that right side, but unfortunately just gets stopped.
Oh, here we go. Can he make it? Can he make the sneaky play happen? He's making the throw into splash down.
Can he get anyone else? No,
they are 2 down. There's nothing they can do about it. They're just essentially going back to redefend mid unless they can get some clams in. But Spaceman is trying.
It doesn't look like they'll have time, though.
We do have a bowler, but he has been popped.
No,
and down by
unfortunately,
Kit.
they just run out of time and unable to put anything else into that. But it's nice to make an early start and just have that advantage so you know what you can work with now.
Great, yes. All right, now we're back to the neutral of mid. Looks like Surfin Turf does have a good chunk of the mid control.
Yeah, they've got 2 specials ready, but unfortunately the bucket's been taken down. Yes. And Flux coming in here, right side.
Kit
gets taken out by Kit.
Now they're just Diamantia 2 down. Both of their specials are now down. Now we're looking into a potential left push coming out from Surfin Turf. What they do is there's one player on top of the, I believe I'm not sure what it's called. Anyway, what do we got here? Bowler coming in. Stranger Jet is getting pressured by the T-Tech, and he's getting
unfortunately
splashed down.
Splashes down. Actually, it was taken out by the T-Tech there. Just before that splash down did happen.
Diamantia holding with a very solid push from very solid push from Surfin. All right, Bowler's coming back, just in test pink. Now
this is a chance for Diamantia to now take control and see if they can make a second push themselves and see if they can just make that deficit just a little bit small, or bigger, I should say.
In the meantime, Surfin Turf has picked up their right penalty clamp.
Yeah.
Let's pick up their clamp from getting far. Oh, 2 are down from Diamantia.
This is the push that they might need. They're jumping in.
He's going for the jump. And he
gets
throws in.
Can they follow
Kid
up
has
anything?
7 clamps. All right, here we go. We have taken the lead from Surfin Turf. All right, here we go. Oh, but
what can they take it down to?
Boxer's down. They still have plenty of chance. Ball coming in to flex and thing.
Yeah, they just need to get anything in here to extend the time. Can they get one?
Lobster
here
is jumping in.
Power.
Can he make it in?
Can they get it?
He does for an immediate 20.
It
That's great. Oh, and SRJ lasted for so long on their plat underneath basket.
That was such a good push from Surfin Turf. To make it now to 39, take the lead, and that's quite a gap in the lead. I'd be interested to see what Diamantia can now do to try and make that deficit a little bit smaller.
Yes.
And maybe possibly pull back this lead.
As you can see, cut is no longer available because there is a wall currently there. Looks like they're potentially going for a left push. Both balls are contesting left and left stack.
Looks like they're going for a 2 push with the 2 ballers left. No, they're backing out of that. Just holding that mid.
There we go. Okay, looks like Diamantia does have 2 specials up, being their splashdown and their bubble, and I believe their bubbles.
Just pulling back, making sure that they stay safe and take their time that they want.
Very nice kill from the blob. It's only one, but it is a 1-1 trade, unfortunately.
Diamantia do have the advantage now. They've got 3 specials. Stop using them now.
Here we go.
Making
Bubbles
that push. Can they make anything else?
Going for a pop. That's Kit.
Did they get it in?
How is Kit alive? Oh, very good.
And here comes the push they need. Oh,
they do take the lead off this one, but they have... Oh, Spaceman is still alive, collecting clams.
Spaceman's only one there.
Going for a few extra throws. He manages to get 2 extra in. Space... Oh...
That's such a great push by Diamantia there. To be able to take that lead back to their side and now make that deficit just a little bit more to their side.
But like Surfin Turf has no strangers to on the back push. They are trying so hard to get them down as soon as they can because they've just taken over mid completely while they were respawning of that wipe. Alright, here we go. Can they make anything off this? With 1 ball, 22 clams, which is an absurd amount to be holding on each player. Looks like they've been marked. He's throwing torpedoes at the thing. He's bubbling.
Here's the chance. Are they able to make
splashdown counter.
Splashdown.
Oh, how did he survive? Oh,
unfortunately, it does get taken out as soon as that splashdown is over.
SIJ does manage to get on the ball. Can he?
No, he cannot.
Very good hold from Diamantia. That was incredibly solid.
Unfortunate for Surfin Turf, but that was quite, like, definitely a push that they could have made. Unfortunately, it was just stopped by the...
A very slow defense from Diamantia.
Yes, definitely.
Alright, let's see what we can do now. But Diamantia is holding a 20 clam lead. Yeah. Now, okay, they do have...
They do have the power. If they're able to just get in close enough, they might be able to make a push here.
Oh, Kit, unfortunately not surviving this time. The Inkjet holding really well. Oh, Bob's just taking down the Inkjet. That's a really good defense from Diamantia.
Only 2 up left on Surfin Turf.
Alright, here we
Can
go.
they make the push they need? They actually do.
They get it in.
Follow-up clams to be able to take back this
Lobster is still alive. He has several clams to work with on the ground. Kit is coming up with a possible 4.
Well.
Oh, we're getting 3
of them
there. Here we go. They just need a handful more in. Come, Lobster. Oh, no, Lobster falls to Flux.
They're not able to.
And
I don't think Strange RJ is going to make it in time, so that will be game.
That will be game. Diamantia taking Surf and Turf. Yes, okay,
what a close game that was.
That was incredible. Like, the comebacks from both teams was really interesting to see, especially from the Diamantia side, sorry, Surf and Turf side, making that last-ditch effort and getting some really nice picks right at the end.
Definitely.
Unfortunately, Diamantia just had a really
Their defense was just very strong and just unfortunate for Surf and Turf.
Yes.
Because they tried with everything they have and they were so close to getting it back, but just unfortunately weren't able to.
Yes, agreed. All right, now we're having. All right, there we go. That is.
Oh, that's the round.
That is round. Yes, 3-1 to Diamantia. As we can look at the stats now. Some of the weapons never really switched off. Kit is sticking to his signature dualies. Lobster playing nothing but blah 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 because I believe he mains the weapon.
Definitely loves that blah blah blah.
Agreed. Yes. As we can see, Bob also is quite intrigued by the torpedoes this time round. And let's see what else we got going on. As you can see, Fat Dog taking a bit more range for his team, especially with that explosion in the back.
That explosion, I think, made all the difference that they needed.
Agreed. Definitely agreed.
Extra range just helps in situations, especially defense, to push just the opponent back and not have that opportunity to actually get back in.